Hello everyone, today we're talking about Zelda Yisned. She was born to 42-year-old Zorvian and Justice Yisned in 1851. She was the youngest of 7 siblings. She would often get made fun of by her siblings for not having a magi stem, so she couldn't do magic, which made Zorvian hate her. She and siblings were very competitive for approval. Zelda was jealous of her sister Diana, Fakis even, though she had better grades than Diana and Stella when they were 7, they had incredible magic ability. Her father cared for them more and was less quick to anger with them. This made Zelda very jealous. On top of that, she and her siblings would often fight. Zelda was desperate for approval from her father. She was later willing to do anything to prove her power. Zorvian was cruel to Zelda and her siblings, but especially her and Bob, yet no one seemed to think anything of it, except for Billy, Bob, and Esmeralda. By the time Zelda was 7, her father had been killed by Esmeralda, Billy, and Bob, or at least, they thought he stayed dead. At this time, Zorvian had casted a curse on his children to be immortal. When Zorvian came back from dead, Zelda saw him walking towards the exit of the palace. She was confused as to why, as he usually never left the palace. He told her he was getting milk. Zelda didn't believe him, so she continued to ask questions. Her father eventually said maybe he'll come back when she and her siblings weren't failures. This led to Zelda's hunger for power and use of corrupted magic. She would go on to build a powerful military of shadow soldiers. She also manipulate others, such as Toki, Shadow Kanunsky, Miss Stone, and more, and she mistrusted the Puppet Master. When she was under the control of the Puppet Master, she became more of a tyrant. Her strive for her power began in 1860 and ended in 2025 when Shadow Kanunsky, a witch, and a few others teamed up to stop her. They defeated her using milk, as she almost deathly allergic. She would end up in jail for 550 years. During this time, she would come back to her senses and make friends. After her release, she found love for gardening, and she made gems so she could learn blood ripple magic like her mom. Her former inmates would also start living together with her, but for quite some time Zorvian had been wreaking havoc across the galaxies, so she and her group decided to make as many inconveniences for Zorvian as possible to try and keep him from destroying the universe. She also had tried to reconnect with some of her siblings, only find out that some of them had died, and over time, she had realized that Zorvian was never a good person to begin with. She ended up living long after Zorvian was defeated for good, and even had 2 kids, a son named Jack and daughter named Mira. Anyways, that's all I have on Zelda at the moment. So now enjoy some music as I finish redesigning her.